You know what's strange? We spend our whole lives chasing the right answers, only to realize most of them show up when it's already too late. The truth is, life doesn't give lessons first and tests later. It tests you first, then teaches you. And by the time you understand the lesson, the moment that could have used it is already gone. So today, I want to share 10 things people learn too late in life, lessons that, if you understand now, could change everything. 1. People aren't thinking about you as much as you think. Most of us live trapped in imaginary judgment. We edit ourselves constantly, what we say, how we dress, even the dreams we chase, because deep down, we think everyone's watching. But here's the truth. No one's really paying that much attention. Everyone's too busy worrying about themselves. That person you thought was laughing at your mistake, they forgot it 5 minutes later. The crowd you were afraid would judge your content, they scrolled right past it, onto the next video, the next distraction. Once you truly understand that, you become unstoppable. Because freedom starts when you stop performing for an audience that doesn't exist. You begin creating, speaking, and living, not to impress, but to express. And ironically, that's when people finally notice. Not when you try to fit in, but when you're bold enough to stand out. 2. Discipline beats motivation, every time. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning long after the spark is gone. Most people wait to feel ready. But the truth is, readiness is a myth. You'll never feel fully prepared. You'll never wake up one morning and suddenly feel like a brand new version of yourself. Discipline means showing up when it's boring, when it's quiet, when no one's clapping. Think of it like this: motivation gets you started at the gym. Discipline keeps you going after 3 weeks when the mirror hasn't changed. And in those moments, you're not just building a habit. You're building a new identity, one decision at a time. You realize motivation fades. Discipline transforms. 3. No one is coming to save you. It's a harsh truth, but it's also freeing. No mentor, no friend, no relationship is going to suddenly fix your life. Waiting for someone to rescue you is the fastest way to stay stuck. The day you stop waiting is the day your power returns. Because you can ask for help, yes, but you can't outsource growth. You have to be your own hero. You have to decide, I'm not waiting anymore. And that doesn't mean you do everything alone. It means you take ownership. You build, you learn, you fall, but it's your path. And once you own it, no one can take it away. 4. Rejection is redirection. At first, rejection feels personal. You pour your soul into something, a job, a project, a person, and it falls apart. But later, when you look back, you realize that no saved you from a path that wasn't meant for you. Sometimes the universe isn't saying never. It's saying not this way. You don't fail because you're not capable. You fail because something bigger is trying to reroute you. And when you stop seeing rejection as an ending and start seeing it as redirection, you stop panicking every time something goes wrong. Because deep down, you know you're not being punished. You're being repositioned. 5. You outgrow people you thought would stay forever. This one hurts the most. You'll have friends, partners, even family members who once felt like permanent parts of your life. And one day, you'll wake up realizing you've grown in different directions. And it's not because you're better than them. It's because growth changes priorities. You start valuing peace over drama, depth over gossip, alignment over attention. Some people won't understand your new pace. They'll call you distant or different. But here's the truth: you've changed, and that's okay, because the goal was never to stay the same, it was to evolve, to become someone your past self would look up to. 6. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. We think healing means moving on. But healing doesn't erase the past, it rewrites your relationship with it. You don't heal by pretending it didn't happen. You heal by learning why it did and what it taught you. The scars don't disappear. They just stop defining you. When you can talk about what hurt you without reliving it, that's healing. And one day, the very pain that broke you will become the story that helps someone else survive. 7. Your mental diet matters more than your physical one. You can eat all the healthy food you want, but if your mind is filled with negativity, you're still poisoning yourself. Every video you watch, every conversation you have, every scroll you take through social media, it all feeds your brain. Ask yourself, is what I'm consuming helping me grow or keeping me numb? You become what you repeatedly consume. Protect your peace like your life depends on it, because it does. 8. Happiness is a byproduct, not a goal. Chasing happiness is like trying to hold sunlight in your hands. It slips away the moment you grasp for it. You don't find happiness by chasing it, you build it through meaning. Purpose creates fulfillment. Discipline creates peace. Gratitude creates joy. Happiness isn't a destination. It's the side effect of living in alignment with who you are. 9. Fear never goes away, you just learn to move anyway. Even the most confident people still feel fear. They've just learned not to wait for it to disappear. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's walking forward despite it. Fear is just a signal, it means you're stepping into something new. So the next time you're scared, don't wait to be fearless. Take the step while you're afraid. Because that's where all growth lives, right on the edge of discomfort. 10. Life isn't about finding yourself, it's about building yourself. We wait for purpose to show up. But the truth is, purpose is something you create through effort. You are not meant to find yourself. You're meant to build yourself, decision by decision, day by day. Every time you choose to grow instead of complain, to learn instead of quit, to rise instead of rest, you're building the person you're meant to become. And someday, when you look back, you'll realize every painful moment was laying a brick in the foundation of who you are now. So if you're listening to this, don't rush the process. Just build, quietly, consistently, intentionally. Because the best version of you isn't waiting somewhere in the future. They're built by what you do today. You don't get to choose how long life lasts, but you can choose how deeply you live it.